This is the Marketing Boss Podcast, where today's top marketing professionals reveal their best tips, tools, and strategies, and we all become better leaders because of it. And here's your host, video marketing expert, Parshell Houghton.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Marketing Boss Podcast. I'm Parshell Houghton. Thanks for being here with me today. You guys, I'm so excited about our guest with me today. Her name is Kelley Detweiler. And you guys are going to be amazed about some of the things she shares with us because she works in an industry, you guys might be able to relate, that seems a bit boring. Like, how can you make something boring? I'm really excited because she's going to talk about why, to overcome that, she uses video as her go-to marketing strategy. So to give you guys a little bit of background about Kelley, she works in marketing at Wexler Packaging, and she's a multifaceted marketing professional with a passion for empowering brands to enhance their online presence through digital, social, and content marketing. She's an out-of-the-box thinker. She loves technology, and she chases challenges fiercely, and she's committed to solving the unsolvable. You guys, welcome to the show, Kelley Detweiler.
Thank you very much, Parshell. That was a beautiful introduction.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm so excited that you're here. I love talking about video and talking about how we can be using this as a strategy, so I'm definitely excited. Before we get into that, I want to quickly thank everybody who's connected with me so far on social media. And if you'd like to connect as well, you can find me, Parshell Houghton, on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Also, check out our private LinkedIn group called the Marketing Boss Club. That's where marketing professionals like us, we can collaborate and grow together. Again, that's the Marketing Boss Club. So you guys come on in and join the group. All right, so let's jump on in with the interview with Kelley. Kelley, tell us about how you got started in marketing.
So it was interesting. I guess you could say I stumbled into marketing. It's a fortunate accident. I had been working in civil litigation, workers' comp, since college, and I'd been doing that for years until a friend that had been working in packaging approached me about a new company she was looking to launch, and eventually wanted me to come on and become her business partner. In the meantime, as she was getting off the ground, she was hoping for me to take a liaison part between Wexler and the new company she was creating. So timing was a great factor, and after I gave birth to my son, I left my job in the legal field and entered packaging. Long story short, the company she was going to start never did launch. She ended up parting ways, and I was here left at Wexler. Didn't really have a definitive job role then, but I did have a new baby and a mortgage and college loans. So it was interesting. Again, timing was another player here because there was an available space for the former director of sales and marketing that had left Wexler. So it started with my helping them get their website redesign up and running, and I did that well. And after that, it was some brochures, then needing a social media presence, and before I knew it, I had jumped into marketing. It all just kind of happened per chance.
That's awesome. And I know that in that type of industry anyway, I'm pretty sure you're like, how did I end up in this, like of all the industries, this one, right?
Exactly. It's sometimes life just really does some beautiful things and you just go with it.
So I know that with your position at Wexler Packaging, you guys essentially there handle a lot with, like it's like a warehousing packaging for a number of different brands. So, seemingly that is a boring type of industry. Like no one would think that is exciting. How have you used, we're talking about video here. Why has that been your go-to strategy?
So you're exactly right with the whole, I guess I would call it like an unsexy product line. Wexler being a distributor mainly, meaning we have a warehouse, not a retail store, and our whole product line consists of various types of packaging equipment and materials that have a sustainable purpose and provide alternative solutions for packaging and bundling. So my big problem as a marketing person who needed to be innovative and fun was, how am I going to reach customers and prospective customers as well as engage them? So to do that, I needed, number one, a medium that all of our customers and prospects would be comfortable with. Because, as I'm sure you'll agree, a marketer's job, first and foremost, is to align with the audience. And our target audience may not be comfortable with all the social tools. I mean, a lot of engineers or production managers who would be our target person in the buying process, they may not want to get on Snapchat or Facebook every day, but they will watch a video. So that was the first reason I went to video. The second one was I needed a medium where I could position strong today as well as over the next 12, 24, 36 months. And video is the one thing that has proven to continue to grow. I mean, as I'm sure you know, video is one of the things that you guys really have expertise in. 360-degree video, which YouTube already features, virtual reality, has had more growth in the last 36 months than the last 30 years. And now the upcoming, holography with Microsoft HoloLens, Magic Leap. The bottom line is there's just so much opportunity and potential out there for video. So I saw it as something that could really afford a future. And then third, last, and, probably the most important was I needed a platform that would allow me to get in on the ground floor today that was only going to grow exponentially. So I guess you could say I literally was just thinking outside of the box, and video solved all of those things that I needed. So I said, let's do it. Let's try.
And the response back has been really, really great. I mean, I know you told me, in our conversations before that, people literally spotted you out at an event or a trade show, right? And you guys were like the stars because you were the only one in this room doing what you were doing.
Exactly. So the whole videos started. The first one we did was back in May because I was trying to find a good way to get the word out about a brand new booth we had created for Eastpak, which is a large packaging show that's held in New York City at the Javits every year in June. So I thought, how are we going to tell people about this and make it fun? So I was watching something, and the whole idea came to me about, counting down, counting backwards. Let's do countdown to launching this new booth at Eastpak. So that's how the video started, and it was a real trial and error thing. If you go back and look at some of those videos, they are hilarious. You can see the awkward, raw, unedited footage as I was trying to read copy posted on a box in our warehouse so I could get all the elements into the video. But I just put it all out there, and 4 weeks later, I cannot tell you how many people came into our booth and just said, I've been following your videos. I share your videos. No one's doing this. This is so great. I'd rather click a video and watch this first thing in the morning when I pull up my LinkedIn homepage than go through a long list of copy. Because who wants to do that, on their mobile device anyway? So, yeah, it was a great tool. And we said, wow, there must be something to this. So we kept doing it.
That's awesome. And the thing is, too, I think I should point out to everybody, if you have a moment, go to their we'll include it here in the notes on the website. You guys go to marketingboss.podcast.net, and you'll be able to see there I'll include a link to the video. But you guys can see there that this isn't something where she had, an entire film crew to come and do this. That definitely has its place when it comes to using video in your marketing strategy. But I just want to point out as well, Kelley, you guys were, these were with your mobile devices, or you had like another small camera with, I think I saw you guys with a selfie stick at one point. This was kind of on the go, like really fast-paced, transparent video.
Oh, yeah. I literally had this idea. As soon as I had it, I went on Amazon. I got a selfie stick for, I think, $29.99. Got it delivered overnight, and I had no idea how to use a selfie stick, which is pretty apparent when you see the first couple. But, I just said, all right, let's go with it. And let's just be really raw and just let people see how human we are, and let's do it. So, yeah, a selfie stick and a little Bluetooth remote, which it worked sometimes, and other times it didn't.
Yeah.
Which is also apparent, yeah.
But, the thing about it is that, it creates this human element, which I know is one of the reasons why, you use video as your go-to strategy. So tell us a little bit about that, like how it's really humanizing our relationships and our conversations.
Exactly. So I love video because first and foremost, it's real. I always say that I feel that video puts the P2P, the person-to-person, back in B2B. So it's really allowed us to humanize our brand. You know, in a world of being in a distributor's warehouse where the interaction we have with customers or prospects is really only when a sales rep goes and visits a facility or somebody comes and sees us live at a trade show, there's not a lot of opportunity to have interaction with these people. So making these videos allowed our viewers to connect a face with a name or perhaps a voice they had only ever heard on the other end of the phone. And suddenly we weren't just the packaging company, we were people. We were Kelley in marketing and Amy in customer service or Wes in the warehouse. We offered a real virtual meet the team, feel our culture, see our office, see us being a little bit bizarre, laugh, understand the whole element of what we represent. And as you know, the entire purpose of content marketing is to build trust and long-term relationships. And there is no better way that I found to instill a sense of trust than through allowing people to see you through video. It really gives people like a feeling that they're a part of your story as well.
Yeah, and it's about too how it makes you feel, you know, like that human element and how we're really kind of tapping into emotions, like to see you laugh, to see you, you know, even get upset or something. It's like, you know, it makes you feel something.
Absolutely, and I think it was Maya Angelou. She said something along the lines of, people forget what you say, and they forget what you do, but they never forget how you make them feel. So marketing, first and foremost, is supposed to make you feel. It should be like art. Great marketing, regardless of what it is that you're marketing, is the same at its core. And, you know, we're humans. We're three-dimensional. We're emotional. We're all interconnected by a mix of relevance and resonance. So, you know, I can say hands down, I've never seen someone laughing or tearing up from reading a white paper. You know, video, I mean, come on, let's be real, right? So video allows us to have an opportunity to be engaging, to create more meaning, to create more touch points. So being able to bring that to somebody in a form that also, it's probably important to note, most people are on their mobile devices these days. So no one really wants to read long copy on a mobile device, but I tell you what, they'll watch a video. And when you allow them to watch a video, that's a part of your brand. Your brand is telling a story, and now they're becoming a part of your story. And as you know, we totally are living in the era of show, not tell. It's storytelling. In B2B, the information has a tendency to get really complex, and I found it's a lot easier to get a message across through showing in a video, not just telling. You know, we're not broadcasting one way anymore. We really need to thread a story throughout, and video is absolutely perfect for this.
Absolutely. And it makes me think, too, of different technology that's out there. You know, I know that we have Facebook, we have, other means like Twitter, it's where we can integrate video. But now there's also like Snapchat, you know, is a new thing that is so big in terms of what you just mentioned of how to show, right? How to show people what it is that you're doing and to show that you're a human as well. You know, what are your thoughts on Snapchat and how you feel people can be using that? Because a lot of people think that it's just for high school kids, you know, or for students. You know, is it true that it's also being used by brands?
100%. My go-to line on that now is Snapchat is where it's at. Snapchat now also has a feature called, storytelling. You are not just creating your snaps, but you can share a story which will stay live for 24 hours. And then another really cool thing is allowing those Snapchat filters that all of us love to use and do fun things. There's certain brands will feature one for the day, lots of different seasonal things. So I personally have used a lot of those filters, created the video, saved the video, And then you share that video besides on, your own Snapchat, you can use it on LinkedIn. You can use it integrated and pieced into a video that you might be putting together in, Premiere or some other project. I put them onto Twitter, to Facebook. It just makes it a little more fun. And there's a couple other apps out there too. I know there's MRR, that's a great one. There's a lot of live filter apps out there to really just make videos a little bit more interesting. Did you see the one that I had posted around Halloween with the bats?
Yeah.
Yeah. So always trying to find something fun. And already this morning I was thinking, I have to get a good app filter with snow and some wintry stuff for the first day of winter in a few weeks. So that's where that one's going to be. But yeah, always finding something fun and techy that you can kind of integrate to make it more engaging, really more digestible to people. That's what we want. Something fun, something easy.
Absolutely. It's funny, just yesterday I was with a client and she loves, implementing video in her business, and she goes live on Facebook all the time. And so right at our meeting, I thought she was just doing something on her phone, and she actually just went live right on the spot and started asking me questions. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't ready. But I mean, that's what it's about. You don't have to, necessarily always be ready. It's about being in the moment, showing that you are human and being authentic, being real.
100%. And I love that your associate did that. People need to do more of that. So many people I've found they're scared of live streaming and live video. There's this negative stigma associated with it that if you're just live and organically, showing who you are in an element that's, not edited and fine-tuned, that it's not going to be well received, when statistics are actually showing it's quite the opposite. People want to see real. They want to see relatable, because when you're real, you're trustworthy, and ultimately that's going to make you salesworthy. So
absolutely.
Keep live streaming.
And I like one of the things that you said too, is people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it.
Exactly.
And I think that's really huge when it comes to, with video, how we should be connecting and making it about the people that we're talking to.
Absolutely. It's about why you do it. So, if I had to give advice to somebody about doing this and getting started, I would say, let your the true you shine through. Be authentic. Don't try to copy somebody, and don't be afraid to try new things. When we're excited about a trade show, we are very silly and obviously excited about it on our videos. We say, woot, woot, we clap, we do really goofy things, but, that's just allowing that authenticity and why we're creating the video, because we're excited that we're launching a brand new booth, and we're excited that, we're going to be featured in the game plan that we were for Pack Expo. When we're excited and that shines through, other people feel that. And they get excited, and then they share your story. And I have to tell you, I was at a couple different gatherings over the Thanksgiving holiday, and people who I didn't even know, who were friends of extended family members, were coming up to me saying, "Hi, you don't know me, but I just wanted to say I love your videos. You are so much fun. It looks like you have a blast at work. I just love this." So it's so cool to have people you don't even know now recognizing you because you're doing something different and doing something that's fresh and just changing it up. No one wants the same old, same old.
And the other thing, too, that you mentioned there that stood out to me is that you said, don't be afraid to try new things. And, I speak with a number of different business owners who either they're too afraid to try, or they're concerned about how they look, how they sound, things like that. I think that, anybody who's gotten on camera probably initially had that thought, but then they got over it, or they just became desensitized to it and were able to just keep pushing forward. And those are the people who are ahead. Those are the people that are out in the spotlight. Those are the ones that are really big influencers now because they went out there first. But, what would you give in terms of advice to someone who, might be hesitant or not sure if, video is something that is going to work for them, and, that they just might be too concerned to be on camera? What advice would you have for them?
Sure. So First, I believe that video can be applied to any industry. The most important thing to remember is have a great message and make sure it's easy to consume. So, for example, a thought for the day or like a central theme versus getting in front of the camera and giving a dissertation. The first video that we had created for the countdown to launch, the message was, today is the 30-day marker in the countdown to EastPack 2016. So it was an easy, digestible message. And each week when we did another video, it would be, okay, today is, the 3-week mark until the 2-week mark and so on. So it was digestible, it was easy, and it just allowed the story about the excitement and, again, the emotion, the authenticity to just really be the central focus. So definitely have a great message, make it easy to consume. And on that note, I'd say if your video is all about a product, you're probably not really telling a story. You're more like a brochure. So I would steer away from that. Don't get in front of the camera and just try to sell. Just get in front of the camera and talk about something fun, and then people will eventually want to know what you sell and why you're selling it. Also, I would say that, before creating any kind of video, get clear on, what the audience wouldn't want. The way that I do that is I think about what annoys me. So I don't ever want clutter. I don't want intrusive propaganda, and I really am sick of seeing the same old. So steer away from that. And lastly, I guess it was Einstein. One of the best quotes is, creativity is intelligence having fun. So have fun. Don't be scared. And as far as not being scared, it's interesting. I was terrified when we first started doing these videos. Now, months later, our whole team is so desensitized to the video thing. I will walk around with a selfie stick and just start filming people. I did it yesterday. There was a birthday, and so I grabbed the selfie stick, was running down the hallway to the kitchen, filming people, and my whole intention is to kind of, at the end of the year here, as we're closing out 2016, I'm going to create a recap highlight video showing how far we've come. And it's going to be all of the things we were so afraid for people to see in a big, long stream of bloopers. Messing up, reading things, looking the wrong way, just all of the goofiest stuff. Like, you watch bloopers at the end of a movie, right? Don't we all look forward to those? Yeah, exactly. So now that we're not afraid, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. So I am going to put all of our most vulnerable moments out there in a beautiful 90-second stream of here's to having fun with video and not being afraid.
I love that. That's great. Because it's...
Thank you.
Yeah, and I can tell that it's really impacting not only business overall, but even how you guys come together as a culture and as a team.
Absolutely.
Really. That's awesome.
And I have a whole vision for where I want this to go into 2017. I can share a little bit about that with you if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
So now that we've gotten comfortable using video as a marketing tool for promoting events or, just saying happy holidays, my whole new thing is, okay, now let's take it a step further and use video to really get in touch with our customer pain points. I particularly have this idea I want to do with creating a video with the theme wrap rage. Like, we've all gotten frustrated with packaging at some point. Have you ever tried to open something from Best Buy and you're like struggling with scissors and you get cut from that hard plastic? Yeah. So I want to do some really fun videos where people are getting really angry and they're like kicking their product and throwing things because it's so frustrating. So that's a pain point where a lot of people who are in our target audience and market are people who have issues with their packaging being difficult to get open. So we have solutions that make it so easy to deal with the packaging that you can simply tear a band away, and then you don't need a box cut or anything like that. So creating a line of videos, probably a whole series about our top customer pain points and turning them into these little 60 seconds or less video problem, here's the solution, something like that. Just new ways to really reach our customers where they're at. That's what it's about, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love
Video
that. Well,
testimonial.
Kelley,
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, you said a testimonial? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm going to, people get a little scared on camera, but I'm trying to ease them in. I would love to create video testimonials to replace a lot of those copy testimonials on our website. So that's another one.
Oh, absolutely. That usually works wonders because it's actually other people, of course, doing the selling, if you will, for you, and bringing along the new people. So that's a great concept. Well, Kelley, I'm definitely excited that you've spent the time with us today.
Yes, thank you.
And as we wrap up here, are there any last words of advice that you want to share, as well as, how people can find you if they want to reach out to you and connect?
Sure. So my last piece of advice would be marketing is perpetual motion. As marketers, our task is to continually create, innovate, disseminate, validate, and again, and rinse and repeat. So doing that every day in a manner that consistently delivers valuable takeaway is really, really hard. So don't forget to give yourself some love, some understanding, and the occasional break, which I'm still trying to learn how to do. So that's the biggest thing. Be kind to yourself. Let yourself be nice. It's okay. It's not going to be easy at first, but keep doing it because it's definitely worth the reward. And your customers will love you and thank you for it. So you can find me. I am on Twitter at Kelley Detweiler, and that's my handle. And my name is Kelley, by the way. A lot of people miss the E before the Y there. So it's at Kelley Detweiler on Twitter. And then on LinkedIn, I am Kelley L. Detweiler. You can find me there. And besides that, yeah, I don't really publicize my Snapchat because, I've got to have some of my own personal stuff. But if you find me, I'll definitely give you good props on that. That's a good job.
That's awesome. Well, Kelley, thanks again for being with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Parshell. It was an absolute pleasure.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, that does it for this episode. Thanks for spending some time with us. So until next time, remember, a good boss is a good leader. Let's go out there and serve our gifts to the world because you're the boss. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much for listening to the Marketing Boss Podcast with your host, video marketing expert, Parshell Houghton. We'll catch you next time.